Welcome to Throwback Thursday, where I play a game that I've already reviewed in the past. And this week I'm going to be taking a short break from the Super Mario Bros. 3 Throwback series that I started, just to cleanse the palate a little bit. And we'll be playing some Donkey Kong Jr. on Atari 2600. Do a couple of these Atari episodes here just to bridge it a little bit between the between the two halves of Super Mario Bros. 3. When I was about 5, Donkey Kong, the first Donkey Kong on Atari 2600 was one of the first games that I had played. Pac-Man was the first one, and Donkey Kong was the second. I had gotten those two games for my birthday. It was my introduction to video games at all. And then oh shit, I thought I had gotten off on the right foot there. Obviously I didn't. Alright. So Donkey Kong was was the second game I ever played at all. Donkey Kong Jr. I would play, I don't know, several months later. I would get a copy of this from my cousin who was dumping off a bunch of games. And so this was really my introduction to Donkey Kong Jr. Same way that Donkey Kong on Atari was my introduction to Donkey Kong. So when I think of Donkey Kong Jr., this isn't the first thing that I think of, but it does pop in there. It's I definitely would say that Donkey Kong, the arcade version, is still the first thing I think of. Although I definitely played more of the NES version than anything else. I would happen up on the arcade version and play it. But I had Donkey Kong Classics on NES and played a lot of the Donkey Kong Jr. and regular on that particular version many a times. One thing though about this version, which is okay, it is what it is. Ah, shit. I got bit again by a chompy thing. Is that you can't kill anything with fruit, and that really, I don't know. I know that it's a stripped down version. You can't expect everything from it, but it does. That's a big part of the gameplay that's gone. But when I played this game as a kid, I didn't think anything of it because I hadn't played Donkey Kong Jr. before. This was my introduction to it. So I thought it was fun. I did think it was cool how they swapped the roles for Mario being the bad guy this time. I mean, it's not really like so much that there's a good guy, bad guy. It's that you're playing you're seeing it from the other perspective. But I do remember thinking how weird it was that Mario was the antagonist. I was going against Mario. Yeah, we're starting to get more of these guys this time. It was more or less a walk in the park the first time around. Yeah, go ahead, keep going. I like how Donkey Kong up there is mimicking my movements. Every time I make a step, he's swapping his, and it's only when I climb, though. Oh, shit. I was like, alright, I'm kind of fucked no matter where I go. If I go down, I'm done. And if I stay up there, I'm not able to climb high enough. Yeah, you gotta, quickly escape. They did fuck up the order of the levels here, though. I mean, it's even indicated in the game itself where, he went free in the last stage that we just played, and now we're over here on to this one, which should have preceded the cage unlocking level. Oh fuck! I did not jump far enough. Alright, well. Gotta wait for you. It's the only... Oh, shit. I did not want to climb on you. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make a Donkey Kong 3 on Atari, though. I guess they were like, you know, nobody needs that. So, you know, these Donkey Kong games on Atari, both of them, the Junior and Original, tend to get a bad rep. And it's, a lot of it is, oh shit, I switched gears there prematurely. You know, and a lot of it is just because of how much there is missing. There's a whole stage missing in both ports, and more than anything, the ColecoVision version, which, you know, was in competition with the 2600 at the time, those versions were way more faithful to the arcade originals. And Coleco, you know, produced this game, even this particular version on Atari. So it was like they, you know, wanted to make their version better on purpose. Oh, shit. I did not expect them to be that fast. And I think that's it. That was my last life. It is. Well, I almost got to the fourth wave, but I didn't. And that'll be that. So that's Donkey Kong Jr. on Atari 2600. That's it for this week of Throwback Thursday. I'll do another Atari game next week, and then I'll go back to Super Mario Bros. 3. If you have any requests, please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.